Welcome lads, we are back for another episode of my Road to Glory. Now, it's Foot Champs weekend. I have played quite a few games of Foot Champs. I'm having a bit of a struggle. It really has been something. I seem to have forgotten how to defend. I honestly think I played too many squad battle games. Because I honestly think once I figured out how to play Legendary on squad battles, I think my online play has suffered greatly. Or I'm just coming up against better opposition. I honestly think it's a combination of the two. Because the defending, I don't even know what's going on. I think I conceded 8 goals in squad battles earlier today as well. Anyways, let's get to the team. Because we have changed it quite radically. We have got Son. I'm not so sure if we had Lallana, but we've got him too. We've got Matic, Fernandinho, Rose, Smalling, Rojo, and Klein. I honestly think since last episode, I think we've upgraded the entire team. And I've decided to sell my Bundesliga team. I've got enough squad fitnesses because the bronze pack method has been paying out like no other. And I just think that it's good enough to go. I mean, I don't have like 100 squad fitnesses, but I have enough regular fitnesses. And if I need them, I'll do bronze pack because it's just printing coins, frankly. Before we jump into the Foot Champs gameplay, I'm going to show you my first 10 games. And then tomorrow, I think maybe like 15 to 20. And then Monday will be the last however many there are left. Because I'm not so sure my mind can handle 40 games a weekend. It's really quite intense. Anyways, let's just check squad battles because... You know, honestly, squad battles right now, I just can't do squad battles forever, though. It's just, I don't know what's going on. My play has been so bad. Anyways, we are 46,000 points right now. Now, we're only around 3,000 away from Elite 1. We also have 4 games still to go. I'm going to actually chuck out all these games while this video is rendering and uploading, or try to. Because it's just, I just need to get to Elite 1. But I may not do the second opponent update. I'm just monitoring it. So, I like to be maybe like 2,000-3,000 points ahead of the cutoff point. Because if I do have a time when I'm not by my console, I won't be kind of, well, mugged off. Anyways, we have looked at squad battles. We've talked about the team. I think now we're going to jump in to some Foot Champs. Jumping into the first game, and we came up against an icon. Yeah, that's the sort of start we want. Not just an icon, some really good players as well. And I was just so nervous playing Foot Champions. And I was, frankly, not believing that my team could win. I wasn't 100% confident about it. And Son, I don't know what it is, but I cannot play with him. I really can't. He creates good chances because I honestly think anyone could create good chances in this game. It's just ridiculously easy to make chances. Now, scoring them since the patch has become a little bit more difficult, but it's still moderately easy. I mean, Andre Gray absolutely taught everyone he came up against a new one. He's so good. He's so quick. And he's a good finisher. But Son, he costs 25,000 coins. He's my most expensive player. And he just isn't that great. Now, I don't really know what to do about it right this second. Like, I've been chopping and changing the team a little bit, depending on how badly I've been playing. And frankly, I've been playing horrendously. Like, defensively, I don't know how to defend anymore. I just forgot how to. And I honestly am going to start blaming squad battles. I honestly think I can't play them on the weekend. And if I do play them during the week, because I almost have to because the rewards are ridiculous. If I play 4 games in squad battles a day, I need to make sure that I'm at least playing 4 games of online play. Because I think this week I didn't play enough online play and my gameplay just switches. Like, there's this option in squad battles to turn on legacy defending. And I thought about it. But that would just be absolutely... It's bad now, but it would be catastrophic to do that. Come up against this team and... Gomez, that 84 rated striker, he can seriously just piss off. He's so good. Like, I've always struggled against Serie A teams. Always. Like, they always have, like, these really good players. I don't know. I just don't really like the Serie A. I don't really like any of the players. I like the defense. Like, Manolas, Chelini, Alexandra. I mean, I'd love to have Nangolan, but I'm not paying 250,000 coins for him. Even though I paid 500,000 coins on my main account for Paul Pogba. But it's just not for me. I'd rather just play BPL players. And this team was just ridiculous. I struggle against 3 at the back. I'm not saying I struggle more against 3 at the back to 5 at the back, but it's still a big struggle. And you know, I scored goals because I'm always going to be able to score. That's not the problem. Like, it's the defending, and defending can be difficult this year. It really can be if one little mistake, because certain goalkeepers don't save anything, like Begovic. And, you're down. And it's just, I always believe I can come back, though. I bring it back to 3-2 right in the 90th minute. But it just wasn't to be on this day. And the struggle was real. And I didn't really know what to do with Son. I wanted to sell him so many times. But I can't really sell him. What I want is Gabriel Jesus. Now, we should finish Elite 1 this week. Definitely Elite 2, so at least 25,000 coins. And with that 25,000 coins, I'm going to sell Son, get rid of him. He's never coming back. And I will get Gabriel Jesus. Now, Gabriel Jesus, if you've seen my review of him, he's just unreal. I mean, he's just on a whole nother level. He's expensive for an 81 rated striker. But if you ask me, he's worth every single penny. And he needs to be in the club. The midfield played well. I really didn't necessarily have a huge issue with him. The midfielders. The Casola's good. I honestly can't quite get why he's so cheap. Because, yeah, he's a tad slow, but does a Cam need to have blistering pace? Not really. It's just not really needed. And the fact that he's got 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. If you compare him to Eriksen, who's about 100,000 coins, maybe less, maybe more. I don't have his current price. Eriksen's really good. I did a review on him as well. I really like him. But really, how much worse is Santi Cazorla? Santi Cazorla's 3,000 coins. Roberto Firmino, I used him too at Cam, even though you could play him at striker, obviously, as well. Awful compared to Cazorla. Cazorla's just so good because he's going to score goals regularly. Now, I did buy Idrissa Gueye, and I don't know what it was. I just, it was one of those things where I probably shouldn't have rage sold him. He misplaced a pass, and then I conceded a goal, and I was like, I can't have him in my team. I need someone who passes the ball. So I sold him, and I did pick up that Matic, and we got our second win, which is absolutely fabulous. And this formation that I've been running, I really do think the 4-1-2-1-2 is a very good formation. But is it the best formation for me? I'm going to experiment. I really want to next week, because this week is really kind of, I just want to break even. I want to go 20 for 20, because right now that's a stretch. What I want is gold 3, 18 for 22, and I think I'll get there. And then I want to play around with formations next week. Grind through divisions, because I just cannot play with this formation. I can play with it, obviously, but I just think that there might be something better for me. Obviously, this formation, it works for some people, and Begovic has to go. I mean, that's probably on me, if truth be told. I don't really know what I was doing, and frankly, that's why I lost this game. And that's... Well, I have a feeling that I'm going to get better at Foot Champs. I think that it's just a kind of a patience thing. By next week I'll improve. I'll have a better team, but I don't even think it's a team. I honestly don't think it's the team. Because I played a few games of Foot Champs on my main account that has Pogba and Jesus, and I bought Martial and all these other high-end players, and I'm having the same struggles. As I talked about earlier, if I'm not mistaken, I conceded 8 goals in squad battles. I ended up winning the whole thing 9-8, but still, I have lost the ability to defend. Now, the defense was heavily upgraded. I don't know. Maybe that's just stupid. Maybe I should actually just learn to defend and not just keep pumping coins into the defense. And Nathaniel Klein is incredibly good. I really like him. But in this game, Marshall tore him a new one. He could not do, like, just over-the-top balls. Marshall was just there. He was quicker, stronger, and he was just a lot better. But who else am I going to get? I mean, honestly, who I want is Serge Aurier. But I'm not paying 20,000 coins for him. Once he comes out of ones to watch packs, his price will drop. Because before, he was like 9 or 10,000 coins. Actually, on my main account, I made some incredible profit on him. I think I bought him for like 9 or 10,000. I think I sold him for like 22,000 coins. Literally the same player. And, there's definitely profit to be made. I haven't necessarily gotten too much into trading. Just the bronze pack method and obviously selling that sort of stuff. I'm not so sure that's really regarded as trading. I would view trading more of buying something and then reselling it, but maybe that is regarded as trading. I don't know. Anyways, we do come back in this game, 4-3, and, Son does score goals. I understand that, it very well could be me. It really could, but I'm just not a huge fan of him. I really am not. I just think that Andre Gray is great, but, I mean, he's definitely kind of who the player I would upgrade. But I think Andre Gray stays in the team, and we get Jesus. I think Jesus is the option. Martial's also a good shout, but I want to go Jesus. Maybe maybe theoretically get Martial as well. But Martial's like 70,000 coins at this time. Now, I do anticipate a market crash. Because, obviously, there's always going to be a level of a market crash on Monday after Foot Champs. But you've got squad battle rewards on, like, early Monday morning UK time. Kind of like, 2 minutes after the event ends. And then if Foot Champs, which it seems everything is the same as last year, rewards will come out on Thursday. That will obviously drive down the price of all players. And the market maybe should stabilize. It'll be interesting to see what happens with SBCs, because EA have been really pumping out the content recently. Little SBCs here and there. Not great ones. The Neymar one came out today, and it was simple. I really honestly think that even like an SBC like that has incredible value. I did that SBC on my main account. I was just kind of bored. I was just sitting there and I just did it. It cost me a lot of money because I'm frankly inept at doing SBCs for something that isn't just spending absurd amount of money because I have no patience. But I spent maybe like 12,000 coins. It was absolutely absurd. It could have been done for a lot cheaper. And when I do it on this account, I will do it a lot cheaper, because I'll actually spend some time and not get frustrated because I can't buy that player and he keeps getting sniped in front of me. Anyways, I got absolutely bugger all. Nothing. Like some random silvers, some random golds, but like I still made profit. I think I made like 13,000 coins, 14,000 coins, and I got nothing. Like, all those SBCs are definitely a way of just making them coins. Now, we come up against another French 4-3-2-1. I'm seeing a lot of Gamero. I've heard a lot of good things about him. I have a feeling that he's going to be good. But this game just started out horribly. Gamero would be another player I would think about getting, because obviously, not right now, but I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of French players in my team. Like Bakayoko. Bakayoko, even though his shooting is god-awful, he is a machine. He's just one of those players that, he's just better than most other defensive midfielders. You can look at his stats and be like, okay, he's got good pace, good defending, good physical, but there's just something about him. I mean, I don't even know why, because, sometimes it's because there's some sort of cover athlete or they've got some ties to the game, but he's kind of like the Kante of last year. Kante's obviously probably still amazing. I haven't played with him. but he's like 190,000 coins, and I'm just not paying 190,000 coins for him. For me personally, unless you have incredible amount of coins, he's a defensive midfielder. He's not going to contribute in winning games for you consistently. Yeah, obviously he's going to stop attacks, and he's a very good player, but I'd rather spend, if I want to spend that many coins, I'm going to buy a defender. Like, if there's a player out there like a Bakayoko that can do the job, as I scored an absolute banger, almost just as good, maybe Kante's a bit better here or there, but Bakayoko's a lot bigger. Like, there's just so many more pluses to a Bakayoko that I just, honestly, if you pack Kante, that's one thing, but even then, sell him on. I mean, I kind of come back into this game, but not really, honestly. I got a few late goals, but it just wasn't for me, this game. It was just really kind of awful, frankly. I mean, enough with the excuses, really. I just have to get better at this game, and I just have to I have to play more online matches. I have to stop doing squad battles on 2 accounts. I really am just going to give up on my main account. My main account is for doing player reviews, and the team is exceptional. And yeah, okay, it's a lot of coins to miss out on. But maybe I'll just do Elite 3 and Elite 1 on my main account. Because on my Road to Glory, I will get Elite 1 pretty much every week. Maybe top 100 if I get lucky, which probably is not going to happen when you concede 8 goals in a squad battles match. And I get a lovely little goal here. And, you know, I played with Son, and I played quite a few games with him. You know, I didn't insta-sell him. And I had a huge urge to insta-sell this card because I just could not tolerate his awful play anymore. That's a lucky goal. There's no skill involved there. That was just pure luck. Santi Cazorla made that goal, and I gave him a chance, and I'll keep giving him a chance. He's going to play the 40 games, theoretically 40 games, of Foot Champs, and we'll see where it is. You know, maybe there'll be a moment where I finally figure out how to play with him. Maybe I'll start playing a little bit better. There's always that, but that seems a little far-fetched at this point. And he'll just do incredibly well, and he'll score goal after goal, and I'll forget that he's shit. But at this moment in time, I just can't deal with him. I mean, that's a great goal, but I mean, is that a great goal? Is that, like, he's not doing anything exceptional? Gabriel Jesus does exceptional things every match, and that's kind of why I'm just not on him. And even Willian's another incredible player. You know, high work rates. All 3 of those players have got high work rates. So it's got nothing to do with that, because I have had issues with high work rates in the past. This was an incredible goal. I was trying to finesse it, but he seemed to just let it go through his legs. He dummied it, and it was, you know, I smashed this guy, really. And it's just insane. You know, I don't have, like, 2-2s don't exist. As I just decide that it's funny to run around with the goalkeeper. Because, well, you're winning 7-1. You do stupid things. It's just like, the 2-2s don't exist. For me, at least, it's either whoop 'em or get whooped. Like, it's just madness as I pile on another goal. 8-2. It's just insanity. Like, how do you guys feel about the game after the patch? Because I honestly think that there's something going on. I mean, I like the cursor. I think it's good to a certain degree. It doesn't really bother me anymore as we come up against another really good team. But why wouldn't it, like, if you just have one account and you didn't start your Road to Glory a week late, like I did, you would have an incredible team. I mean, I have an incredible, not on this team, but on my main account, an incredible team. And I didn't, as I said, I've said this before, not too many FIFA points plugged in. And literally, I've just got, like, I'm literally printing coins. And this team, I mean, I haven't even played that many games. I've done 8. I've done 1 draft where I, like, lost in the second round. You know, and Bronze Pack method has just been paying out. And if you know, and the squad battle rewards, definitely if you know, could have theoretically had 2 weeks of squad battle rewards. Because that's what I had on my main account. I had the first week of EA Access, where I eventually realised I should play squad battles, and then the first full week. And because I'm an idiot and I don't start this until Sunday, 3 hours before the end of the squad battles competition, I'm just set behind, and it's cost me in this FUT Champs. I mean, I just think that your team can carry you over for a couple more wins. I have to get better at this game. I really do. I have to. I don't know what. I honestly starting to think maybe sparring against someone of decent quality is a good idea. Drop a comment if you want to do any of that, because I'm online most of the time as I work from home. So really, a game at any moment is really fine for me. Most of the time, at least. Anyways, we do get the goal there, and then we concede a goal, which is absolutely fabulous. We concede. And this guy here, Willian, is probably going to get replaced. He's going to come into the squad for Andre Gray. And honestly, I wish I'd gotten him instead of Son. But I'm trying out Son, and he's going to play all 40 games. And then I'm going to see if I want to kill him. At this point, yeah, he needs to be shot. He needs to be taken out and just shot, because he's just not performing. He's just not doing it. Rashford's another good shout. It's just I would rather spend, if I'm going to spend that much money on him, I don't know. Rashford's good, don't get me wrong, but I just think Gabriel Jesus is better, and then we can just concede a sixth. A sixth goal! Like, it's just enough with the quick substitutions. I was playing some game one day, and I literally subbed out my best player. I can't remember who the player was, but I subbed him out. Like, you concede a goal, and then I sub my best player out. I mean, obviously, it's my fault. It didn't make me sub the player out. It was just me being an idiot. Anyways, we do not win that match, and we should be coming up into our last match. Now, at this point, we're 4-5, if I'm not mistaken, and it just isn't good. You know, it just really isn't. Matic is a really good CDM, but he ain't Bakayoko. Fernandinho, who I just did buy, you know, I played a few games with him. He's solid. Lallana's solid. He can definitely... Lallana's kind of... I don't know about Lallana. He scores bangers. Like, there's no arguing that point. I mean, he really does. He just scores absolute bangers. But then he'll just... I don't know. I don't think he's defensive enough. I don't know what to do about that position. Who I want is... Andre Herrera, and it'll be interesting to see kind of by the time next FUT Champ starts next week. Theoretically, I should have all these players kind of who I've been discussing, maybe not Martial, but if we get, say, like 20,000 coins and a few packs from FUT Champs, and then 40,000 coins and a few packs from the other game modes, squad battles, we're looking at a decent coin total, and obviously those packs can deliver something. I'm going to be spamming the draft next week. Like, at least one draft a day. I don't know how much gameplay will be shown in the videos, because I'm also going to be grinding divisions. I mean, I may just show, you know, the team I played with and the packs. It'll be interesting to see how that proceeds, as we do not score a horrible shot. But this is a game we won, and we end our first 10 games, which we will have 15 games tomorrow, and then 15 games on Monday. So that will be that. It just wasn't a very good game. I didn't play well, honestly. I mean, I get a nice little bit of movement here. Nice pass, and that's just absolutely pathetic. I mean, that's on me. I mean, I have issues with Son, sometimes with his positioning. But, you know, if you're going to take a kind of a crap volley or half volley, it's just never going to go in. I'm really starting to think about this team. And I think, honestly, once I remember how to defend, because I used to know how to defend, like consistently well. But now, not now. It's just awful. And suddenly he gets the winner. And you see that little screen and you're like, oh, what's happening here? 2-0 down, 13 minutes, really? I mean, honestly, you're 5-0 down in this game. I'm not so sure rage quitting's a good idea. You're playing against me, you probably scored 10. Anyways, we get that win, and we get our 5 wins. 5 for 5 in our first 10 games is awful. I like to go 7-3, so we're only 2 off it. You know, honestly, it's not bad. We did a few weekly objectives, as you can see here. I think we get a pack. Now, we do get that 10 goals, which we got to do 2 more. And I did eventually end up completing that at a later date as we get a pack. And before I sold my Bundesliga team, as I scored 8 goals in one game, just one. I didn't sell that team just because I conceded 8 goals. Yes, it frustrated me. I just thought that I could use it to upgrade. That team was never going to play Foot Champs. It was only ever going to play Squad Battles. And I just thought, it seems kind of a waste. I could upgrade my team a little bit. I think I bought Fernandinho from the Pro. That was like a starter team. It wasn't really worth anything. Anyways, we get some silvers. They sell for like 5. I made like 1,000 coins off that, so that wasn't bad. Anyways, excuse me. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.